Hey there, Smith Jack, USMC. Just a short little blurb, I guess, or a rant or a complaint, or maybe just some advice from a guy who's getting older than I used to be. It used to be, I was in the Marines between 1996 to 2000. Nothing much going on in the world at that time, just a little here and there, and lots of alerts, not ever actually doing anything. So guys were like just ready to get out when their time was up and go on, and that's what we did. And I remember, when they're giving us all of our getting out speeches and how to get a job and how to do resumes and stuff like that. Everyone's like, I PT'd, and I worked out all this time and did everything they wanted me to do. I'm just going to go home and sit on the couch and get fat, join couch platoon and watch TV, and that's just the way everyone thought. And I don't know why. I didn't plan on getting out and getting overweight or anything like that. Now I can't say I got overly overweight, but I'm used to being a skinny guy. I joined the Army in 1994 when I was 17, and I had to do something to pass the weight test. I was 119 pounds. I had to weigh 120 pounds. So my recruiter was like, here, drink this bottle of Coke before you go weigh in, and I did, and I passed the weight standard by a bare minimum. When I got out of the Marines, I was 148, 150 pounds, and I moved to Tennessee, got a job in a factory, and within a year I was 200 pounds, and I was standing up all day long. But it was just the lifestyle was completely different. I didn't want to get to 200 pounds. That's a lot of weight, and I stuck around 190 for 15 years, maybe. So, developed a couple of injuries, some hernias that I had to have surgery on about 3 years ago, and recently I've started working out and changed the way I eat and everything, and I've gotten back down to about 150 pounds. And I rode my bike to work today. I carry this big ugly green pack, probably weighs about 20 pounds, with all my extracurricular gear in it. So the world has changed since 2000. It's a completely different world. It's a completely different environment. There's a lot of people filled with fear. There's been hundreds and hundreds, thousands of Marines that have gotten into the Marine Corps, gone to war, gone and fought, and done lots of different things. Lots of Navy SEALs and Navy operators and sailors that have been on ships and support and aircraft carriers and pilots. So many people have done so many things, and I think they all feel the same thing that anyone else ever felt when they got out of the military, is disrespected and unappreciated for what they've done. The military's been doing this for years, especially the American military. And now this whole terror threat thing that's come home to America. America's never really experienced this level of fear, I don't think. I don't know what's happened to our country to cause this fear. A shift in who we are and what we represent. Maybe the young people haven't got a hold on history. But getting out of the military and sitting on the couch is not an option anymore. Getting out of the police department, and granted, guys in police departments, they're going to get overweight because they sit in the car and patrol. And you may start out fit and trim because police academy was tough, but eventually all that catches up to you. You stand by. So anyhow, getting out of the military or getting out of law enforcement and just becoming a slug, getting some mundane job and not caring about your body, your fitness, or what you eat anymore, it's not a good option. The world's going to need patriotic military people who know what it means to sacrifice, who know what it means to put out under pressure and do what's necessary to do the right things. The young people of today have not yet sacrificed. I work with kids who are afraid to sacrifice. They're afraid to put out extra effort to get the job done. And some think they are giving everything that they've got, and they aren't giving 1%. What am I going to tell them? Hey, you're lazy, dude. Come on. You haven't done anything with your life yet. You haven't yet begun to truly sweat. You haven't yet done anything worth complaining about. You haven't done any of these things. So, what can I say? I'm 40 years old. I don't know what that means, being 40 years old. When I was 20 and I heard somebody being 40 years old, I thought, holy cow, that's a long way off. That was 20 years ago. Yeah, here I am. I look in the mirror and I see a guy that I don't think is 40 years old. Maybe you look at me and think, man, you look like you're 40 years old, but I don't know. I was watching these training videos by this company called Panteo, or however you pronounce it. And these guys are old military dudes, you know, and they can't be any older than me, hardly. Maybe 5, 6, maybe some of them 10 years older than me. My gosh, dude, what has happened to us? We all look like a bunch of eggshells walking around. We're Humpty Dumptys. Humpty Dumptys with body armor and guns. It's ridiculous. And you expect to be able to handle yourself in a riotous situation, stuff like that. And deal with civil unrest, and deal with the gangs of thugs that will be running the streets if the power goes out. Or what if the ATM stops working? We had a gas line break. I don't even know if it's repaired or not. I don't pay attention to that stuff. But everybody in the town I live in went running the gas stations, and everyone ran out of gas within like a couple of hours. Gas pumps are covered up with bags. No more gas. It's like, it's not the apocalypse, it's just a pipeline. It'll be fixed within a week, probably. It's probably fixed now. But, and rerouting gas trucks and stuff like that to get the supply out, things will be taken care of. It really isn't the end of the world, but it's just a sample of mass chaos and panic that will ensue. And if you are not physically capable of handling your own body weight and your own circumstances, because you're overweight, or because you don't eat well, because you spend too much time going to the breakfast bars and stuff like that, you know, and buffets, and just eating all that you can because you can, not because you need to or don't need to. Do what you should be doing. Live right. Live correct. You know, pay attention to what you put in your body, and get out and start doing something. You don't have to work out like a madman. I work out 3 times a week. 3 times a week. And it takes all of 45 minutes because I work out with 6 partners. And we take turns doing reps. And because of that, it takes longer. If it was just me, it would be like 20 minutes doing 7 exercises. Hardcore exercises, all body weight. No weights. No gym. I use chairs. I have a hang-up pull-up bar. Stuff like that. I'm doing things that I didn't do in the Marines. I'm probably stronger than I was in the Marine Corps now. I have muscle mass that I didn't know existed on my body. But I only weigh 150 pounds. I can run. I ride this bike to work twice a week, sometimes, once a week mainly. I go hiking up in the mountains. I don't run out of breath anymore. I can jump up and down like a fool, like I did when I was 20. I still hurt. I did not hurt when I was 20. It's just more apparent to me now because I'm older and I pay attention to things like that. But I'm not stupid, but at the same time, I'm not Superman, but I'm in at least as good shape I was in the Marines, and that's what I want. I want to be able to be agile. I want to be able to be fit. I want to take care of my family, take care of my friends, and help people in need, and be useful, and not be a waste of space or time because I can't keep up. You don't want to be a waste. You want to be the leader out front, taking charge and showing people the way. You know, Rangers wear "Follow Me" on their shirts. Why? Because Rangers lead the way, right? Marines first in, first out, first in, last out half the time. Now everyone's got a little saying, but anyhow, I just think we need to pay more attention to who we are, what we are, and what we represent. And if we really want to take care of our families, our friends, and our country, we need to put out more and get in shape and quit being, Couch Battalion, first TV division. Or now it's what, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, I don't even know. And internet surfers. Wake up, military guys. Wake up, vets. Just because you're 40 or 50 doesn't mean it's over. There's plenty of good stuff out there, and you don't have to be a master weightlifter. You just have to take 3 times a week, eat properly, and responsibly. Live a responsible life. Don't waste your time, Simplify. This camera thing is, I keep staring at the screen instead of the camera. All right, but anyhow, simplify. Good luck and hang tough.